because sometimes I feel like everybody talks about children
Mhm.
because everybody loves kids and they don't talk about the parent. Like the whole child tax credit was
Yes,
supposed to be just about kids.
that's right.
It's shifted. We can come to that conversation
Yeah.
later. But what do you think about that? Has there been a shift or is it just depending on which audience you're talking to?
Social law and policy was always driven by we can only talk about the children because the parents were blamed, right? There was a definite, when we talk about poverty, thank God we've moved forward in our narrative and our analysis that we're not talking about individual blame anymore or the welfare queen or people being lazy, because I knew in my community people worked horrible hours in factories and fields and yet still were having a hard time meeting their family's basic needs. And so, but politically, it was always safe to talk about children. You don't blame the children. The children have, they're innocent. They're the families that they're born into and the poor decisions that their families are making. You shouldn't, you should still support the children in their policy. And so there has been thankfully, a shift in that, and that we're talking about, that we're unpacking those myths, that we're breaking down those stereotypes, that we're pushing back against those false narratives and really talking about the family as a whole, and that there has to be whole family solutions, and that we're not just talking about, you know, the children. I mean, I remember having a fierce debate with someone about food access and SNAP for children, and well, taking mothers off the payment or off the allocation if they didn't meet certain requirements. And I said, so a mother is supposed to take care of children at home and not eat. That's what you're saying, because for some reason that is acceptable versus making sure that everyone is able to be healthy and whole in the household. So.